A team came to me convinced their cloud environment had become too complex. They had the incidents to prove it. They had the tickets to prove it. They had the exhausted engineers to prove it. They were wrong. And that misdiagnosis was costing them months of effort without actually fixing the problem. Hi, I am Shannon Henry. I design and support enterprise-grade cloud and hybrid environments across the Microsoft ecosystem, supporting real production systems, real data, and real business risk. This episode is for the leaders who keep getting told that their cloud environment is just complicated and aren't sure whether to believe it. Because here's what I've seen over and over. Organizations don't struggle because their cloud grew. They struggle because it grew without a foundation designed to support that growth. That's not complexity, that's the absence of design. And there's a critical difference. So, back to that team. On paper, they were doing everything right, modernizing their platform, building new services, supporting multiple development teams, exactly what a growing organization should be doing. But one day a database went down, and the team discovered in real time that there was no failover strategy in place. Not because someone forgot, but because no one had ever defined what ready for production actually meant. New environments had been spun up while core systems were still unstabilized. Services were integrated through manual effort instead of following any kind of repeatable pattern. So when something broke at 2 a.m., the people who got the call had to figure it out from scratch every time. That's not a technology problem. That's a design problem. Now, here's where the misinterpretation happens. Leaders look at the symptoms: rising ticket volume, growing dependencies, increasing operational overhead, and they conclude our environment has become too complex. And that conclusion leads them to the wrong solution. They try to simplify, they try to reduce, they try to cut scope. But that's not the problem. Complexity in a well designed system is not chaotic. It's structured, it's predictable, it's managed. What they're experiencing isn't complexity, it's unstructured growth. And those two things require completely different responses. Think about it in this way. In an unstructured environment, adding one new service triggers four conversations, two tickets, and a coordination meeting no one had time for. In a well designed environment, it follows a path that already exists: a defined architectural boundary, a standardized landing zone, a consistent identity model, a repeatable deployment pattern. The new capability doesn't introduce uncertainty, it fits into a structure that was built to receive it. That's the goal: not less cloud, not less ambition. A foundation designed to scale as fast as the business demands. You'll know you're in an unstructured environment when you're starting to see the following signs. Teams hesitate before making changes. Deployments require coordination instead of automation. Security becomes something you react to instead of something that's embedded. Progress slows. Risk increases. Confidence drops. Not because the cloud failed, but because design never kept pace with the ambition. If your environment feels harder to manage with every new service you add, stop asking, how do we simplify this? And start asking, was this ever designed to scale in the first place? That's the question that changes everything. Follow for more cloud pro tips and share this with someone who needs to hear a different diagnosis. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.